Hello and welcome to another edition of An English Guy Watching Wrestling. I'm the English Guy, I'm Nick. Thank you so much for clicking on another video, I really appreciate it. And this one we're going to be covering the 13th of April edition 2021 of AEW Dark. Now with that being said, jump right into it. The opening match was between SCU versus Jade Leon and Midas Black. Now, SCU, as you know, if you've been watching AEW days, have been going through a situation. If they lose, they will split as a tag team. And obviously, no one wants to see them split. I certainly don't. I think they're great. Excuse me. Come on, no, my apologies. But this was actually a fun little tag match. Even though it was only 3 minutes and 27 seconds, SCU are showed us how good they are. And they won the match with the best Meltzer ever, which is the best moonsault ever into a tombstone from Frankie Kazarian. Christopher Daniels does a moonsault. You could say a moonsault into a tombstone. That would be pretty impressive, to be fair. But fun little tag match. Great to see SU continue on the momentum they're getting, and hopefully one day when they face the Young Bucks, it's going to be a great match. I doubt it won't be a great match. I think it's going to be fantastic. So thumbs up to all four men for a fun little opener. Next match was Matt Sydal versus Luther. Now, a very rare singles outing for Luther in AEW, to be honest, and I think his last singles match I can remember was against Chris Jericho in the 30th anniversary of Chris Jericho's career. And Matt Sydal, I've said it many, many times, he is one of my favourite wrestlers of the last 15 years. I think he's amazing. Has never really lost any of his step, and has always been so, so good. Against Luther, a 30-year plus pro at this point, and this was a fun little match, to be honest, and even though it was only 6 minutes and 29 seconds, it was a fun 6 minutes and 29 seconds. Two very opposing styles. When you've got someone like Luther, who's a hard-hitting big guy, hardcore legend, of course not in this match, against Matt Sydal, more of a all-rounder. He used to be a great high flyer, but these days he's more of an all-rounder. He's changed his style a little bit, which is fine. But this was a good, fun little match, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Two very unique wrestlers going at it with the third eye thing they both do. It was interesting to see that too. Something you don't really see in AEW, and this is actually the first time I think I've seen this in AEW in terms of single wrestling. That is all for it. So fun, good match. I enjoyed this one. So definite thumbs up for both of them for producing a very unique but entertaining match. So good stuff, boys. And next match was Dark Holders number 5 and 10 versus Kit Sackett and Hayden Backlund, sorry, my apologies. And of course, 5 and 10 members of the Dark Order. As of late, I've been more of a tag team, and I'm glad to see it because I really like the Dark Order. And 5 is starting to show a bit more of a serious side to him. He's always been the, shall we say, the one that everyone plays a joke on and part of the Dark Order on him. But as of late, he's starting to go away from that a little bit, and it's been entertaining as you could possibly get to watch. But I enjoyed this tag match, and as I said, Hayden Backlund, his second appearance in AEW, and of course, as I said before in another review, that he's the son of Bob Backlund, which I did not know until I first saw, because I'd never seen him before. But kind of cool to see that a second generation wrestler doing their thing in AEW. And of course, 5 and 10, as I said, they're building more as a tag team, and it's great to watch. And they're starting to really gel because you've got the power of 10, the all-round great style of Alan Angels. He brings something a little bit different in his wrestling, and I really like that. And I enjoyed the tag match. Short tag match, but a fun tag match. So, thumbs up to everybody involved. And next match was, excuse me, Colt Cabana versus Jake Manning making his AEW debut. Now, Colt Cabana, one of the most reliable wrestlers in the last 20 years. He's been going for so long. And this was a fun little match. And -1 on the outside was so funny as well. I enjoyed this. And it was a good match, to be fair. And a good short match. The Billy Goat's Curse got the win for Colt Cabana, and his was reliable as he could possibly get. He's great fun to watch, so thumbs up to both men. And the next match was Red Velvet and Big Swole versus Amber Nova and Queen Amanita. And of course, Big Swole, Red Velvet, and Cardi King have been kind of building I'm not going to call them a faction, but a trio as of late. And of course, Red Velvet and Big Swole as a tag team, I'm all for. I love both of them. I think they're great. Big Swole is so good. I'm so glad to see her back in AEW after her unfortunate situation with Crohn's disease. But she's back, doing what she does best, looking great, and doing her thing in the ring with Big Red Velvet, who's great. I mean, I think these two as a tag team just works. And it's good to see more tag teams forming in the female division. Because the female division is so stacked, and I mean, it's great, it's fantastic to watch. I love the women's division that AEW has. Kind of doing more tag teams, and it's cool to see them all getting a chance. And I miss these. Hay Fever's tablet isn't doing me any good today. Never took. Anyway, I took on 3 minutes, not doing much good. Yeah, it's the sunlight up here. Anyway, no dust in here because I've pretty sure it's no dust. Anyway, that being said, on with the review. It was a fun tag match, and it was 4 minutes and 10 seconds, but a solid 4 minutes. Sorry, 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Amber Nova and Queen Amanita got some half decent offense in, and Amber Nova I've seen before elsewhere, and she's very good. She's reliable. Good to see her getting chances in AEW. I'm pleased to see that. But Big Swole Red Velvet picked up the win, and I really like them as a tag team. They just gel and click. It's great. So definite thumbs up for that. Our next match was Aaron Solo versus Frago del Sol. Now, of course, Aaron Solo has now recently joined the Factory, and the other side of the American Nightmare Factory, which is run by Cody Rhodes, Glacier, and I believe QT Marshall in real life. But since Aaron Solo, Nick Camarato, Anthony Ogogo, and QT Marshall have broken off into the Factory, the unappreciated side of the Nightmare Factory, or Nightmare Family, shall we say, that they kind of put themselves in. But it's entertaining to watch, and Aaron Solo getting a singles outing, which I was pleased to see. And I'm going to say it again, I love Fuego del Sol. I just want to see him get a win in AEW. He's still on a losing streak, but I love him. I really do. I really want to see him get a win one day. It's like, no, not another one, please. But no. This was a quick match at 3 minutes 15 seconds, and Aaron Solo winning with the pedigree, which I didn't actually know he was his finisher. Perhaps it's his new finisher. I don't know. But there you go. For Aaron Solo winning was the right call. As much as I wanted Frago to win, Aaron Solo getting a win was the right call because of the new faction he's been part of. It's going to get a chance to shine as a heel faction. So it's going to be interesting to watch. So thumbs up to that. And this match was the Gun Club versus Andrew Palace, Stone Rockwell, and Mike Magnum. And of course, if there's any more reliable trio on AEW Dark or AEW Dark Elevation than the Gun Club, I've yet to see them. The Gun Club are the most lovable trio in all of AEW because of obviously a father and two sons, and the only father and two sons group in AEW, the Gun Club obviously. But this was a fun match, and it's great to see the sons of Billy, Colton, and excuse me. I say, the sons of Billy Gunn get a chance to shine more and more, and they're improving. They've not been in the business very long. They started to get more opportunities to get in the foot in the door, get more wrestling, of course, with their father watching them. Of course, Billy Gunn, more than a seasoned pro this time, so much experience. Guiding them, they're going to do what? No, they are part of the Nightmare Factory too, so they're going to get plenty of wrestling knowledge from Glacier, Cody Rhodes, QT Marshall, and more. So, thumbs up to that. Our next match was Manny Winkowski versus Hayden King. Now, sorry, my apologies. This was a matchup of who's going to win because Manny Winkowski is getting a bit of a push in AEW, and so is Hayden King. So I was torn in this match. I didn't know who was going to win this. Hayden King got the win with the Kingdom Falls at 2 minutes and 47 seconds. But for what these two did, for the short exchanges they had, it was a short match, but they basically they went at it for that short time. They weren't holding anything back. They were hard chops, good wrestling, impactful back and forth. 2 minutes and 47 seconds, but I reckon they could tell more of a story. They get more of a chance to wrestle each other a longer time. Despite the fact it was only short, it was fun. 2 minutes 47 seconds of just craziness, shall we say, but can't help but absolutely respect that. So definitely a thumbs up to both ladies. Definitely wouldn't mind seeing more of a longer match between these two in the future. So there you go. Our next match was Matt Hardy versus Ken Broadway making his AEW debut. Now, of course, This being AEW Dark, the last stop on AEW programming before AEW Dynamite, where Matt Hardy would face Darby Allin for the TNT title in a Falls Count Anywhere match, but that will be covered later on, believe me. This was a fun match, actually. Matt Hardy, what can you say? I love Matt Hardy, I always have. His big money Matt Hardy gimmick is working great in AEW. I really enjoy it. He tried doing the broken Matt Hardy, but it didn't quite work. This version of him works. It's entertaining, and of course, it's been great to watch. And Matt Hardy getting the win was the right call with the twist of fate and his new submission, which I forget the name of. I feel kind of bad about saying that. I always try and remember the name of the move, but I can't remember it. But very rarely do you see Matt Hardy win the matches with submissions. It's usually the twist of fate, but these days he's starting to utilise it a bit more, so definitely can't fault that. But this was fun, short squash match, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Matt Hardy getting a win. There you go. Oh, and this match was Evil Uno and Stu Grayson versus Varane Mirandas and Spencer Slade. Talk about a short match, 1 minute and 29 seconds. For some reason, Uno and Grayson just came out swinging for the fences. They really did. And then they got the win with the fatality, the tag team finisher at 1 minute 29 seconds. For some reason, a short squash match. Not complaining though. I always loved the Dark Order. There you go, thumbs up. And next match, Britt Baker versus Shauna Reed. I think I pronounced that correct. Yes, Shauna Reed. Shawna. I think I pronounced that correctly, but apologies if I'm not. Basically, another squash match for Britt Baker. Again, doing her thing about proving that the AEW rating system is not needed. I think she's trying to prove that it's not needed because she's had more matches in AEW. It's kind of like a multi-layered thing that she's doing, and I love it. I think Britt Baker is so good. And she's definitely the best heel AEW has by far. And basically showing what she's all about. Getting the lockjaw for the win at 2 minutes and 13 seconds. But the story is, of course, of her being on an AEW program as much as she can to wrestle to show that rating systems is not needed. The thing she's doing is so entertaining. Watch it if you can because it's funny. And it's also Britt Baker adding another layer to her already great heel character. So thumbs up to that. Definitely I love it. And next match was Brian Cage and Ricky Starks versus Cardi Bravo and Dean Alexander. Now, this has been unusual for Team Taz. There's been kind of a bit of a dissension as of late, and it's kind of changing here and there, who's really looking out for who. And, Ricky Starks, who I think is a star, no questions asked, kind of like calling the shots in the ring with Brian Cage was interesting to see. And Taz, I would say, does commentary on AEW Dark, for those who didn't know. And of course, he's part of Team Taz because he's the leader of Team Taz. And Ricky Starks kind of calling the shots was kind of get under Taz's skin. It was entertaining to watch. It was a short match of 2 minutes 46 seconds, but it's telling more of the story of Team Taz starting to build a bit of dissension, internal arguments, internal one-upsmanship, shall we say. Entertaining to watch. So thumbs up to that. I'm really enjoying what they're doing. So I'm kind of curious to see where it goes. And next match was Nyla Rose versus Layla Gray. Again, a short match. Nyla Rose getting the win in about 2 minutes with the Beast Bomb. But always great to see Nyla Rose. I think she's great. And Layla Gray, despite the fact she's been wrestling a short time, she was completely outmatched by Nyla Rose in this one. But she showed some cool stuff in this one, so can't pop that. 2 minutes. Anyway, next match was the Varsity Blondes of Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison versus Prince Kai and Will Allday. And I said it before and I'll say it again. As improved as tag teams go, that's the Varsity Blondes. I think they're great. They're probably the most, babyface looking tag team in AEW, and they are babyfaces, which is absolutely fine. I like them, and they're starting to improve as a tag team too. They're starting to get some really good momentum behind them, and I enjoyed this match. Even though it's 3 minutes and 45 seconds, this was a good showing from the Varsity Blondes. They're getting better and better, and I think, all seriousness, they're going to get a chance very, very soon to build up the ladder because they started to get better as a tag team. I like them. They work very well together, and I couldn't fault what these two did. And the other two from Prince Kai and Will all day. So, thumbs up. Our next match was Lance Archer versus Cole Carter, and I give credit where it's due. Lance Archer is the Murder Hawk monster. If you've ever seen him, you know he is pretty much unstoppable. Against Cole Carter, making his AEW Dark debut. But Cole Carter actually got some offense in on Lance Archer and made Lance Archer work for it. I was expecting a very quick squash match, but it wasn't that quick. It was only 3 minutes and 12 seconds. And for a Lance Archer match, my apologies, it's a bit unusual to see, but I enjoyed this match for what it was. Short, but fun. Cole Carter gets some offense in, but of course, when Lance Archer goes on the offense and hits so hard hits, he hits like a truck. And he did. This match got the win with the blackout. No, it wasn't with the blackout, actually. It was Big Boot, which... No, it wasn't Big Boot. No, he didn't win the blackout, my apologies. He won the match, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to try and think too hard on it, because it was a while ago, more reviews to get through in the day, like I said in an earlier video. But a fun match. Cole Carter shines a little bit, but Lance Archer winning, I don't think it was ever in doubt, so can't fault that. Thumbs up. And the next match was, I think this was the last match of the night. It was the last match of the night. And main event, Ryan Nemeth versus Alex Reynolds. Now, sorry, my apologies. Ryan Nemeth, I've said it before and I'm saying it, he's just a natural in the ring. If you've seen him, you know he's got the charisma, he's got the movement, he's got great all-round movement in the ring. Of course, as I said before, brother of Dolph Ziggler, so natural athleticism is just going to be there. Against Alex Reynolds, and of course Alex Reynolds is a great wrestler. I really like him, and this was a fun but short main event, and I think Ryan Nemeth losing was the right call. Even though he's getting a bit more of a chance in AEW, I think Alex Reynolds getting the win was the right call. That's definitely nothing against Ryan Nemeth because I do like him. But a fun short match at 4 minutes and 14 seconds, so there you go. Thumbs up to both men for producing an entertaining main event. And that being said, that is it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. I will see everybody later on in the day with another video. But until that time, my apologies. Take care, everyone.